second bell, where the f*** is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready, spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test, now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, don't know what is in me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close, I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah. Long days, long and nice.
Look, some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly, but I got a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons, I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be great, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, shit on my greed. That's how I get it, success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. They don't want it when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need to brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem. I ain't perfect, let them watch me. Elevating, got them nauseous. Cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving in the house. And whoo! Watch how I get ahead. Watch how I get ahead. Watch how I get ahead. Woo! Watch how I set it up, bet you I shut it down, watch how I get a win. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner, got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm a line, but the winner about the cage. I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy. On the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah. You about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream,
going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Hey, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll. Hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is going on, Mafia? Sorry, the camera was late to the party there. But what is going on, guys? Thank you all for tuning in. And today, we got an amazing live stream for you guys as Bitcoin has absolutely melted down. It's going to zero, guys. Oh, my God. Mommy, hold me. We're dumping. Where are we going? Are we going to zero? Are we going to get a bounce? What is going to happen next on Bitcoin? Should you be worried? Is this dump alarming, or was it simply just expected based off what we were looking at the charts on the charts yesterday? There were some things we were looking at to anticipate a potential move to the downside. Specifically, it was sitting on the 12 and the 16-hour time frames. We had that money flow crossing over into the red. But I want to talk about exactly what we're expecting to come in here. Are we able to get some kind of a bounce? Did we come down to any key levels? Are we about to see a big meltdown? Are we about to dump before the halving? Oh my God, the clock is ticking, guys. I want to break it down and simplify it all for you guys on tonight's live stream. So shout out to the CandleMafia and shout out to everybody tuned in right now. Don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get will increase the amount of crypto that we give away tonight, because tonight is Friday and we are going to be giving away a whole lot of free crypto as we do every Friday. But this Friday, we got a double giveaway because we didn't do it last week. So we're going to have a double week of a double giveaway here. So smash up that like button. More likes, the more free crypto. And again, if we get 850 likes on tonight's live stream, I will add $100 of XRP to go to one single CandleMafia member tonight. So smash up that like button if you have not already. And before we jump into it, guys, let's go ahead and say what's up to the CandleMafia. We got shout out to Bunny. Shout out to Bunny in the chat. What is going on? We got Ari in the chat from Amsterdam. What is going on? Tuning in all the way from Amsterdam. Chat is absolutely flying right now. Shout out to Laser. What is going on? Shout out to you. Please give me false hope that crypto will go up again soon. Shout out to Laser. I can promise you a lot of things, but I can't promise you I will do that. I can only give you the information I see on the charts. I wish I could give you false hope, but I won't do it. So shout out to you, bro. But hey, maybe I'll give you legitimate hope. So that's even better than false hope. But anyway, shout out to Cuz I Can Bump It or Koozie Can as we have our Aztec King Cactus Moss Water here. I got to get one of the koozies up in here. Shout out to Cuz I Can Bump It. Thank you for being here. We got Jason in the chat. We got Everlast. What is going on? Germany says hello. What is going on, Germany? Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Shout out to Bartholomew. We got Red Elephant in the chat. We got Metabice. What is going on, Metabice? I think I slipped a disc buying that dip. Let's go. Shout out to Metavice. We got Nord in the chat. Dave Digital, what is going on? Thank you for being here, bro. Good to see you. And that infamous, or should I say famous, profile picture. What is going on, bro? We got Mike Vito in the chat. Jonah Plainclothes. What is going on? And with all that being said, we got Psychedelic Astronaut. And last but not certainly not least, we got Gen Z in the chat. What is going on, brother? Thank you guys for being here. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these charts and try to break down what we see happening next and see if we can't predict what it's going to do. Let's get into it. So here we are, guys, on a widescreen. So let me go back to the face camera here and change my resolution so you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. Let's see. Bada boom. Turn it back to 1920 by 1080. There we go. I got to figure out a way to get this widescreen working on the live stream. But anyway, guys, here we are. And clearly, we have gotten a little bit of a dip to the downside. And, oh, shout out to the Biomex in the chat. What is going on? Dropping those Mrs. Candles hands in the chat. And sorry, guys, I am still set up here from the premium Discord where I don't typically show my face. But let's go ahead and jump into Lucho tuning in on the Friday night live stream to rig those giveaways. But yeah, don't forget to stick around till the end of the stream, guys. We will be giving away a whole bunch of crypto, probably Cardano if I had to guess. But let's go ahead and jump on in here and take a look at what we got going on. Now, obviously, guys, we did get this little spill to the downside, and yesterday we were looking at something pretty specific, looking for a potential move down. Now, as you guys know, specifically, Market Cipher has been looking pretty bearish on the money flow on the 12 and the 16-hour time frame. You guys can see we have had a money flow crossover into the red, not only on the 12-hour, but also on the 16-hour. And then, obviously, a couple of days ago, we did have a red dot printing. It then unprinted, and now we are finally printing that red dot. And there actually may be a little bit more of a bearish signal within this daily. And yes, you guessed it, it is somewhat of a slightly higher high on our price action with a slightly lower high on our momentum wave, giving us that bearish divergence potentially to confirm here on the daily time frame with money flow continuing to come out. Now, obviously, guys, really the thing we were looking at yesterday was that 16 and 12-hour money flow because we know that the money flow indicates the longer-term trend calling for more downside, right? And that was kind of the big bearish signal on the chart. And we have gotten a little bit of a move down. Now, I will say this. If we are going to see this 12-hour money flow crossover into the red play out like we typically see, this could technically call for a much, much, much bigger move down. But there are some other things I want to go over that may step on that. And we talked about it in the premium Discord today because we may or may not be getting somewhat of a short squeeze to be building up in this consolidation. And I want to talk about that today. But, obviously, we have been keeping an eye on this money flow. Not too much of a shocker to see that move to the downside. And unfortunately, we did have a short setup, or not unfortunately, but we did have a short setup in the premium Discord to be short from this little area of consolidation. I was in the position, and then yesterday I think I brought this up. I went to sleep, moved my stop loss to my entry. I just wanted to sleep soundly for one night, not having a trade, not worrying about a trade getting absolutely wrecked. I moved my stop loss to break even. They stopped me out at break even, and then obviously it wound up, bing bonging around before we got that big move down. But I was unable to hold that position because I got stopped out at break even. But let's go ahead and move on here, right? Let me go ahead and pull up. I'm actually going to start on the higher time frames here, guys, and we're going to do our top-down analysis here, starting off on the weekly time frame. Now, obviously, I will be honest, there's not much we could take away from here. VWAP below the zero line. We don't know how long price is going to, or VWAP's going to stay down here, so really nothing to take away from this, to be quite honest. Nothing really decisive that we could take away from it. But 2-day red dot now printing, 3-day red dot now also printing. These are somewhat more bearish signs in the medium to long term. I don't want to say long term. I should say just like medium term, right? So with these red dots printing on the higher, lower daily time frames, could potentially give us a little bit more of a spill to the downside. Now, obviously, the indicators have been chopped up, except shout out to the Market Cipher money flow, guys. This rarely lies, and once again, we've seen the money flow play out. Like, this is like very unlikely to get a completely false signal on the money flow. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful example of that finally playing out. But again, in the grand scheme of things, guys, like this dump today was like somewhat aggressive. It happened pretty quickly, but nothing really like too scary, right? It's not like we just nuked down past these range lows or anything. So this money flow crossing over into the red could potentially give us that. But as of right now, nothing really too crazy. I know everyone gets scared, when you get these dumps in the market. 8% isn't nothing. But, in the grand scheme of things, right, if we zoom out on the higher time frames, like nothing really too crazy, right? In hindsight, as if we did get a bounce here, this would just look like noise. And we are technically, putting in some higher lows here. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's pull up some TA here and take a look at what we got going on. So obviously, guys, this is that main range that we've been looking at here on the live stream for the past few days. And simply put, guys, I don't know what to say here, right? Like, simply put, what has happened, right? And, we talk about this every single day, right? We caught this long from the value area low. up above that POC into the value area high. We deviated from the value area high. And what are you expecting at this point? Well, you are looking at this price action as overbought, right, or overvalued, and then you're looking for a drop into your range, a bearish retest of the value area high, and then a move back down to your POC, and eventually your value area low. Now, obviously, we did get a little bit of a bounce here on that golden pocket, giving us that little bounce, and we actually we wound up taking profit on this long that we took from this daily naked point of control from this golden pocket. Just basically this long zone here. It was a golden pocket and a daily level, not a daily naked point of control, but we did have a fresh daily level in here as well. We took that long position. We took profit on that live. Was it last night's live stream or the night before that? We locked in the profits live. You guys told me to lock in partial profits and move my stop loss into profit. I actually did get obviously stopped out of that in profit, right? We locked in 850 the other day on the live stream, and then my stop loss was in profit. Once I got stopped out, it added another about $100 on top of our 850. So we made about almost about $1,000 give or take on that one little trade, right? But at that point, what are you expecting, right? You deviate from your value area high. You're now back within your range. Bearish retest on your value area high. And we all know if you can't get back above that value area high, the next likely place for price to go is to get accepted back into the range, go down to that POC, and eventually that value area low. And simply put, guys, like you look at these volume profiles, and more often than not, it's long the lows, short the highs, long the lows, short the highs, and that will oftentimes play out. Not 100% of the time, but very often that will wind up playing out in your favor. And we have gotten the bounce from the value area low. So technically, from a volume profile perspective here, we could potentially expect, as long as we're able to hold, I mean, this is kind of nice, right? Because we have clear-cut levels. As long as we're able to hold above that value area low, we are going to expect, obviously, we've already gotten back up to that POC, right? So as long as you hold above that value area low, sitting at about $65,198, we could anticipate that move to the POC, which we've gotten. And then once we flip that POC to support, we could potentially look for a move back up to your value area high. Now, I am going to be very cautious here as with money flow on the higher time frames looking the way they do, on top of the way some of this Market Cipher B stuff looks, I do think we could potentially get another push to the downside here. Because if we do wind up printing red dots here on Market Cipher, could push price down to come tap that value area low again, maybe deviate again. And, here's the thing. Typically, we'd look for longs at the value area low, and there wasn't really too much confirmation on TradingView, at least. We did get some order flow confirmations to take a long here. However, as far as Market Cipher and just, our divergences go in general, there's not significant confirmations to go long. You have a slight 80-minute bull div here, but when you look at time frames like the 1 hour, maybe it's an exaggerated bull div, but there's just no clear, a lot of times for my trades, I like to see a clear, no-brainer setup, right? A strong bullish divergence, strong order flow confirmations, money flow coming up, and we simply just did not have that at the lows here. Again, you did have some order flow confirmations if you were looking to scalp the lower time frames. Could have caught a nice little move up to that POC again. But again, just not enough confirmation for me to take the long. But, with that being said, we have the context of this volume profile. So, if you watch this live stream every single day, or at least you tune in often, just let this go down in history as yet again another full rotation of a volume profile from the low to the high, back to the low. And, this is the reason I harp on this, guys, is not only because it works, but also because, I know a lot of people probably tune into this live stream and they see me in my trades, they see me making money, they see the way we do the TA, and I just want to point out, there's no real secrets here, right? If I were watching this, I would probably be thinking to myself, what's he doing behind the scenes to really understand this? And sure, there's a lot more advanced techniques that I use to get into the actual trades. Again, looking at things like order flow, CVD, stuff like this. But for the most part, guys, if you understand the volume profiles, this is for the most part the bread and butter of this trading strategy. And I just hope seeing another full rotation of getting back below that value area high, bearishly rejecting it, and coming back down to the low. This gives you confidence in the volume profile theory. This is not something that you can just go blindly long the lows and the highs, but hopefully this just shows you guys the reliability of this tool. So again, like we're back in our range, right? Like we dipped out slightly, we're back in. As long as we hold that value area low, we could anticipate a potential range fill back up to the value area high. But again, like I just did not get the clear confirmations that I like to get to take the long position. Otherwise, I'd be in a fresh long right now. And I do want to be very clear here. I say that, and I want people to understand, like, I'm not going to FOMO into a long position. Even if price breaks above the POC, goes for the value area high, and even if it breaks out of the value area high, I am not FOMO longing this, right? Because although I did not take the long from this range low, I am still holding my swing longs from much lower, right? I am still holding my swing long from 40K. I am also, which is right down here. I have a long position still being held from here. And then I have another long position still being held from somewhere, I think right below, right in here, right on this bullish retest. I am still long from here as well, right? So I do have some longs from lower. So I'm not really freaking out, right? So if it does bounce, right, I don't want people because it is possible to get that move back up to the high of the range. But I am happy to let this ride up over the weekend if we wind up getting it. I'll watch it go up. My swing longs will continue to pay me out. I will not FOMO into new trades. And I will simply reassess next week starting on Monday, right? Or Sunday night usually. So with that being said, right, these are key levels. If you lose this value area low, and we've been talking about this for quite some time, right? It's really funny. It's like when we get the big moves on Bitcoin, I feel like we don't have a lot to talk about because leading up to the dumps and the pumps, we talk about price going to these levels, and then it's like we get to the level and it's like I don't know. We rejected the value area high and we thought maybe we were going to go down here and now we're here, right? So it's like at that point, right, we're just back in our range. So I am going to be very careful because here's the thing, guys. I know I've been talking a lot about the indicators being a little bit confused, giving us somewhat mixed signals. And that is the truth, right? Market cipher is a little bit, money flow did wind up playing out a little bit here for this dump. But if we're going to see that 16-hour and 12-hour money flow crossover into the red, right? This could be a macro or longer-term bearish signal, if depending on how deep this comes into the red. So with that being said, it makes me want to pay very, very close attention to finding a retracement and a short entry. So to be quite honest, the fact that I am heavily stacked long right now, I am a little bit more enticed to, it's a little bit more enticing to me to look for a short entry just because I have no shorts open right now. So if we pump, great, all my trades are going to profit, right? But if we dump, I really... I'm not going to be able to benefit too much off of that because I'm not in a short, right? So I am a little bit just based off my position and my situation, based off my trading plan, right? Like if you don't have a ton of longs open like I do, then maybe it would be more important for you to try to find a long position in here. But for me, based off the open positions that I have, I will be very, very cautious of a potential lower high coming in here in case that 12 and 16-hour money flow crossover into the red does give us a bigger move down. And we'll talk about those lower levels of support in just a second. So stick around for those. But here's the thing. I don't want to add more confusion, but market cipher is definitely looking a little bit more bearish on the higher hourly time frames. However, guys, this is something that I was looking at last night with the premium Discord. And let me just bring this up really quickly. It has to do with CVD. Now, I believe, is this a live? I don't know if this is live. This might have froze. But let me go ahead and... bada boom, bada bing. Let me go ahead, and I am just going to screenshot this real quick. I'm not even going to bring up the live Coinalyze chart just because it's a little bit glitchy here. So this is Coinalyze, guys, and or it's a screenshot of Coinalyze, and this is making me suspicious of a push back to the upside, and I'll tell you exactly why. Simply put, we have a potential short squeeze building here. Now, again, this is a little bit of this is just a screenshot. This is not a live chart. But here is what we have going on, right? You see our spot CVD sitting here coming to the upside. Now, when you're looking at CVD, you're more focused on simply just direction rather than like exact numbers or anything like that. You're just looking, if this is trending to the upside, it means that more people are buying than selling, right? And this is the spot CVD, so this is the spot market buying and holding, right? It just means that more people are buying on spot than selling. And then up here, we have our futures CVD, right? The leverage trading degens like us. And these guys are simply, most of them are shorting, right? Because when you have the CVD coming down, this would indicate that more people are shorting than longing. And then you come up to your price action and you see a trend to the upside, right? Now, what does this tell us? I'm going to explain this, right? this could potentially mean, and this reminds me of a very specific time in the market that we had recently gone through almost exactly a year ago, right? April of 2020? Yeah, so April of 2023, right? Almost exactly a year ago. We had this almost very similar situation where we had somewhat of a bullish pennant, right? We had a bullish pattern, right? But we had market cipher, and the indicators were also pretty chopped up. Now, this is the 16-hour. Let's come to the 4-hour. At this time, and this is going to make sense, guys. You might be thinking, like, why are we looking at last year's price action? It's because it was very similar. We had a bullish pennant, which would make you think, hey, we might get a breakout. But look at market cipher, right? You have confirmed bearish divergences on the 4-hour, right? You have price coming up. You have momentum coming down. Not only that, you also had money flow coming down as well. This is binarily bearish. This is a bearish market cipher chart. Not only that, you had the bearish divergences. So this was looking kind of bearish, right? You have confirmed bear divs, money flow coming out as you're, ranging around, right? Oftentimes, this indicates that you should be better off shorting the highs for a bigger break to the downside. But what happened? We got this pop to the upside. What caused this? It was simply a short squeeze. And the way we were able to find that short squeeze and alert the Discord before we got the move up, because market cipher was bearish, this is how we found it. Simply put, we saw this exact same thing on the chart. What can we take away from an uptrend on the price action with spot CVD coming up and future CVD coming down? What we can take away from this is, well, hey, if we're trending up, and most people are shorting, the futures market isn't pushing price up, right? It's the spot market. It's just people buying and holding Bitcoin, right? The people are just buying and not selling their Bitcoin, which is simply creating an uptrend. And the degenerate leverage traders are just shorting into this uptrend, right? They're just short, nope, right? And what does this do? It builds up a lot of liquidity above, right? And if the spot market continues to buy up, right, and this uptrend continues, eventually all those short positions are going to get absolutely wrecked, causing a short squeeze to the upside, which is exactly what happened right here. And, I could pull up, I could even pull this up. Let me pull up my face cam real quick. Let me pull up the premium Discord, and I'll actually show you the exact moment or the exact post from a year ago in the Discord where we spotted this. So let me just bring this up really quickly because this is going to help you guys out a lot. So let me bring it up real quick. Bada boom, bada bing. I know that you guys can't see my screen. Don't worry. Let me pull up the BTCTA in the premium. I just don't want to leak any private sauce here. Would not be fair for the people who pay for premium. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. And here we are. Okay, so let me bring this up, right? So as you can see, right, April 4th, 2023, we had the exact same thing happen in that area of price action that we were looking at right here, right? Come back over to the Discord. We have this. This is back last year. Price trending to the upside, future CVD coming down, spot CVD coming up. And what eventually happened? Simply put, spot kept buying, pushing the price higher, and then the shorts got squeezed to the upside, absolutely wrecking all the shorts, right? So, and why does this happen, right? I always try to cover exactly why this happens. I won't go super into it. I explained it in great detail in the premium Discord where we focus a lot on the educational stuff. But, what causes this is once the shorts get stopped out, guys, it creates market buys. When you get stopped out or liquidated out of a short position, it simply creates a market buy, adding buy pressure to the market, causing these giant spikes to the upside. So to be honest, market cipher wasn't wrong here, right? It just didn't know that there was going to be a short squeeze. But we were able to look at the CVD and understand that, hey guys, this isn't actually looking as bearish. This bullpen is probably going to play out because the shorts are probably going to get wrecked. And we are simply in a very, 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 very similar situation right here. In my own personal opinion, it doesn't guarantee that we're going to get the short squeeze, but simply put, we have an uptrend, right? Let me hide the TA so it doesn't get overwhelming for anybody, right? We have the uptrend, and then obviously, we showed this CVD, right? Future CVD coming down, showing more people are shorting, and the spot CVD is buying, pushing price up. So how does this work? Well, you have a bunch of people who are short, right? This guy's trying to short here, right? And this is obviously millions of traders, right? People are shorting here, people are shorting here, people are shorting here, right? Just people are just generally trying to short. And what does this do, guys? What does this do? It simply adds all these stop losses and liquidation levels, because if you're shorting in this range, where are your stop losses and liquidation levels? They're going to be above this price action. What are stop losses and liquidation levels in the market? It's liquidity. What do we know about liquidity? It acts as a magnet, right? So That's what causes the short squeeze, because if the spot market keeps buying and we keep trending up here, eventually you're going to start triggering some of these stop losses. That's going to add buy pressure to the market, because when you get stopped out of a short, it creates a market buy. So you stop out these people. Oh, little pop to the upside. That starts to trigger these stop losses. Boop, another pop to the upside. That starts to trigger these stop losses. Boop, another shot to the upside. And then eventually, you start to get that liquidation wick, right? And then once all the shorts are wrecked, that's typically where you see the reversal come in. And that is exactly what happened, again, not to beat a dead horse, but that's exactly what happened back here, right? Simply put, you had all the short positions. This is the saucy part of the stream, guys. If you're here to learn, this is what you want to take away, right? All these shorts up here created all that liquidity, all these stop losses and liquidation levels above this range, right? And what happened? The spot market simply bought up, trended, started stopping out the shorts, and then boom, all those liquidations and stop losses, aka liquidity, stop losses and liquidation levels are simply liquidity. Not only did it act as a magnet, but we wrecked everybody, got the shot to the upside, and then where'd the bigger reversal come in? After all the shorts got wrecked, we got the push to the upside, and then the bigger move down came in. So not saying this is exactly going to happen, right? There's no guarantees this will happen, but I cannot unsee the similarities here. And like not even on the price action, but also on the CVD that I just showed, right? Like the Discord, right? This was back last year, trending up, CVD coming down on the futures, CVD coming up on spot. Literally the exact same thing we're seeing here. Trend to the upside, future CVD coming down, spot CVD coming up. So it doesn't guarantee a short squeeze, but it definitely makes it somewhat possible, right? And then just to add a little bit more clarity to that, you simply pull up your liquidation heat map, which will show you where likely liquidation levels are sitting, and we can literally visually see this on the chart, right? Let me just zoom out a little bit more, right? We can visually see this on the chart. That's your trend to the upside, right? All this liquidity, these hot green and yellow bars of liquidity simply sitting above these highs. These are the liquidation levels that I'm talking about that I just showed you on TradingView, right? This is like, it's eerily similar to last year, right? Like literally almost exactly a year. So that is the... That's the reason why things are so confusing right now, because if we get things can look bearish, but if we don't wind up getting that short squeeze, things look bearish, but if we wind up getting that short squeeze, obviously we're going to get that push to the upside, right? And this is just a simple reality of TA and trading, right? There's no way to know 100% because the reality of the situation is it can go up or down. It's impossible to guess 100% in one direction. This is really a sticky situation to be in, guys, because again, it's like Market Cipher, if we were not getting a short squeeze to build up in here, and we were not in the point of the cycle where we could potentially start seeing parabolic gains, again, like we have the halving approaching, I think. What is it? It's like in like 6 days, 7 days or something like that, right? Bullish narrative. Is it going to pump price? Is it going to be a sell the news event? Like things are sketchy out there. So if you are trading these markets, please make sure you're managing your risk, because if you're looking at Market Cipher and you're saying, hey, this is super bearish, and then you get that short squeeze, like it's very high likelihood that people are going to start getting wrecked out here, right? And you have a lot of people, this is like the halving's coming, you have a lot of people betting on price to go in a certain direction, which will build up that liquidity, and we know that price moves more off of liquidity than it does off of a lot of other things, right? So just be careful out there. If you're trading, into the end of the day or even over the weekend, please be careful. We are likely to see some kind of a big move come in here. Market Cipher B points to the downside. The short squeeze points to the upside. So I am simply playing these things level to level, and we have the absolute simplicity and the nice, easy context of this volume profile to give us context, right? So I'm not panicking until we break down out of this range decisively, which brings me to my next point. If we break down and the 16-hour and the 12-hour money flow on Market Cipher is going to play out and give us that bigger move to the downside, what can we look at? Well, simply put, it's the same levels we've been watching, right? This level here at $57,000 is based off of two things, right? Well, they're basically the same thing, but it's based off kind of two things, right? This little spike in volume that we have right here, as you guys can see, we have a whole lot of volume up here. That's why we're ranging. The more we range here, the higher the volume will build. But once you start breaking below this range, more specifically below about 61.7, this is where you kind of open up this giant low volume gap, potentially leading you all the way down here to the low 50,000s, right? So if we do decisively break below this range, I will be looking for a potential quick move through this gap. You do have this little spike in volume. It's nothing really that major. We do have some confluence on this level as well. But in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion, this is the stronger level. But this is a spike in volume, right? And we also have a little bit of consolidation right here. So if you pull a local range here, you know, that's kind of where I originally found the level from, was that POC within here. But, you know, it's just easily, visible here on the visible range volume profile, right? That's why I love this tool. It's just an extremely visual tool that kind of just makes sense, right? Like I always talk about this. You know, if price comes down, like where would you expect price to bounce? Well, probably on these big things sticking out, right? So if price nukes, boom, we get a little bounce off 57K. I will be looking for longs down here, but if we lose that level, I am definitely going to be targeting this high volume node down here in the low 50s. Now, I don't think this is going to happen over the weekend, but just understand, right? And remember, when you have quick moves up, oftentimes when you wind up losing that level, it could lead to a quick move to the downside, right? So just keep that in mind. And it's obviously, you know, visualized on the volume profile here with this massive gap. So that is basically what I'd be looking at, right? For the most part, playing this range. Again, like, could we bounce back up to the value area high and maybe see that short squeeze play out? Absolutely possible, in which case I am prepared. I'm in my long positions. If we do come back down to the lows here, I will say, I will be looking for another potential long position, right? So if we do get another ride back down to the POC, maybe to double tap that value area low or even dip a little bit more and deviate below the value area low, I will be looking for potential scalp long positions. But on that first liquidation wick down here, there just wasn't enough confirmation for me. But as we get above that POC, you could see price pop to that upside. So there you go, guys. That is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Be careful of that potential short squeeze incoming. It could wind up giving us a move. So keep that in mind. And then real quick, I do just want to go over, let's see. Well, if you guys want to see your favorite altcoins, go ahead and drop them in the chat right now. Rob the Crypto Stomp will count up the votes and let us know which ones we're going to be taking a look at. Let's see. Shout out to I Miss Her. Says, shout out to I Miss Her, says, Frankie, you the GOAT, but why do a lot of traders use so many different exchanges? Why not just trade on one or two? Shout out to I Miss Her. That's a great question. For me, I trade on many different exchanges. And for me, it's a little bit different, right? I have accounts. I have content accounts. I have accounts that I trade for, you know, Frankie Candles, and then I have personal accounts, and then you can also separate it. I'll just talk about my personal accounts, right? My personal accounts, I have a swing account and I have a scalp account, right? And then I'm like reluctant to even say this, but I have like a degen account, right, where I take like much higher leverage, like risky trades, right? But that account, if that account goes to zero 100 times, it's not going to affect me financially, right? It's kind of like a fun account. Like if I feel like, I want to take a high-risk trade, I'll throw it on the degen account. But for the most part, I have two accounts, a swing account and a scalp account or a day trade account. So shorter-term trades, longer-term trades. And the reason people will have multiple accounts is because if you want to, some exchanges don't let you long and short at the same time. So if you wanted to hedge your bets, you might have to have two exchanges. A lot of the ones that I use offer hedge mode, which lets you short and long the same asset at the same time. But if it doesn't, that might be another reason why you would want to have two accounts, right? You might want to have one for longs. And then if you wanted to long Bitcoin, but then you wanted to hedge your bet with a short, and you couldn't do it, both of them on one exchange, you could have another exchange. So many reasons. Simply put, separating your long-term trades from your short-term trades, or just looking for hedges, right? If you want to long and short at the same time and your exchange doesn't offer it, you might have different accounts. For me, I have business accounts, personal accounts, and then I have like scalp and swing accounts, multiple accounts within both of those, right? Did you guys just see that? Yo, Mrs. Candles is trolling me right now. Did you guys just see this fall down? Mrs. Candles got these like sticky balls, and she's been throwing them all over the place. Did you guys see that? I thought I was drinking too much Aztecian cactus moss water. I don't know. She must have thrown it on the ceiling there. That just, whew, I thought that was like a mouse or something falling out of the vent or something. I don't know what the heck that was. But yeah, shout out to Mrs. Candles. I guess I'll just throw it back up there. Oh, God, it's marking up the ceiling. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Watch out for the sticky. Shout out to Kate Diggity. Why do I walk into this stuff every day? I got to watch my mouth sometimes. TMI. Oh, God. What? Tony D, call the police. Call the police. Shout out to the Godfather. Said, Frankie, I closed my crow because of your great TA yesterday. Was just before the big dump. Shout out to the Godfather. Bing bong. Happy to help you out, bro. And yeah, I did share that chart, so you guys can check out that live crow chart. Shout out to the Godfather. Super happy I was able to help you out with that. So yeah, let's go. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, I don't know. That thing's probably gonna fall again before we end the stream. But anyway, let's continue on here, guys. But that's basically what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Now, I will say this. If I hide this range, I am also looking at this as a little bit more of a scalp range, right? So I'll pull that little scalp range as well. So I am also looking at this as somewhat of a scalp range. And I would actually probably pull this back up to here. So yeah, I am also looking at this as a scalp range, in which case, if I am going to take another long, it would be in the context of this lower time frame range, right? Because again, I say this all the time, I don't necessarily love long in the middle of a range. So I'm not going to long. If I were to long here, right, like say we're not going to get the move back down to the low for a bigger long position, and we are just going to hop on top of this POC and go back up to the high. If you are looking for long entries, again, I'm not too interested. We absolutely crushed. We've been absolutely crushing the trades in the premium Discord this week. So I was telling them earlier today, I was like, guys, to be honest with you, like right now, I was in the short. I got stopped out at break even overnight. So I missed this move a little bit, but we have been absolutely destroying the scalps. So I kind of like I was like, I'm going to take it light today. Like, I'm going to walk out of this week extremely profitable, and I'm happy with my trades this week. I'm happy with what I've made. So I'm not really going to force anything. So I'm going to wait for the higher probability trades. So if we do not come back down here, I am simply going to, if I was to look for a long here, I would much rather look at this shorter term, this lower time frame range, right? So if we do come back up in here, shout out to the Godfather, bro. Thank you for telling me that, man. That's like, I'm just like thinking about this in the back of my head. The fact that I am able, now, you guys aren't making decisions based off this stuff. This is entertainment only, right? This is you can't listen to any random person on YouTube or you'll lose all your money. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You will lose all your money if you trade. Please do not copy me. You'll lose all your money. Don't do this. It's a waste of time, right? Anyway, but thank you for saying that, Godfather, because this is why I do it, right? Like the fact that I'm able to help people understand how to do the TA, to not only get into fire trades and make a ton of money, but also how to like stay out of trades and protect yourself. And like that literally, like, shout out to the Godfather. I'm going to be thinking about that all weekend, bro, because like this is why I do it, right? Making money is fun. Streaming is fun, but the real thing that gives me the goosebumps, which I literally have right now, is being able to help you guys. And I say that genuinely. I'm not just saying that. It's the coolest thing in the world. Jessica says not financial advice. Absolutely, Jessica. And shout out to Dave Digital said, wanting to FOMO on Myro so bad, missed the bounce at 11 cents. Shout out to Dave Digital. Fight the urge, bro. Like, you know that meme where the guy's just like sweating and he's like shaking? Fight the urge. Because you will once in a while get lucky FOMO trading, guys, but it's not sustainable over time. And you just never know when you're going to get lucky, right? But hey, that's why I have my DGen account. But anyway, let's continue on. So this will be that local range that I'm looking at. Now, if you are looking to pull this on your chart, I am looking at this between, like right here, I pulled about right from this low here all the way to the current price action. And what I would look for here are some potential bullish confirmations, right? And we do... Yeah, I mean, the confirmations just aren't that clear, to be honest with you. Like, typically what I do here is I will, as we deviate from the volume profile, I'll look for multiple things, right? I'll look for bullish divergences. I'll look for money flow coming up. And most importantly, guys, this Lux Algo strategy that I've been using, I've been using it for a while. I haven't really talked about it too much on the live stream. We talk about it more in the premium Discord. But the Lux Algo strategy where we look to test the smart trails in confluence with the golden pocket. You guys, if you watch the stream, you know I've been talking about this recently. Low key, this strategy has been slapping so hard. It's like, I don't know. I might like develop my own thing around this and name it, because it's a fire strategy. But typically what I look for is a bullish divergence, right? And you could look for those on, if you don't have Market Cipher, I look at Market Cipher for my divergences. If you don't have Market Cipher, you can use the simple RSI, which is free on TradingView. You don't need to have premium indicators to make money trading. But obviously, I like to use them. They help me infinitely. LuxAlgo and Market Cipher are huge parts of my trading. But typically what I look for here is, a breakdown of down below that range. And then I look for a potential bullish divergence, right? And we could be potentially setting up for one of those right here, at least on the 24-minute. And then if I can get my smart trail to turn blue, right, and my smart trail is coming right in confluence with a potential golden pocket retracement that I might be looking at, right, and that smart trail is coming through that level as well, I would enter on that retracement into the smart trail. So we just didn't get any of that, right? So that's why I'm not long yet. But that's also why I'd be looking at this kind of smaller range. And just to kind of talk about that briefly, just to kind of talk about that strategy, because this is something you can literally do. You could literally use this, like you can leave the stream tonight and literally use that strategy like today, right? But if we take a look here real quick, let me just go ahead and hide some of this stuff. I do not want to overwhelm anybody. I'm going to take those buy and sell signals off. And I'm also going to turn off the TA here. Like, what is happening here, right? Actually, let me for real hide the TA here. Let me go bada boom. So what do we have here, right? What do I oftentimes like to do? Come into the smart trail. That's oftentimes where you get the bounce, right? It was a big reason why I took a position here, right, for that long back up to the value area high. And now we are back in that smart trail. And when you have that in confluence, let me hide this, right? When you have that in confluence with a golden pocket retracement or 786, what do we have right here, guys? This is like the one thing that does make me think that maybe we could get a bounce here, right? Smart trail, 4-hour smart trail at that, flying right through the 786 golden pocket. Oftentimes, that is where I look to enter. Now, typically, I do this on a much lower time frame, but the theory would remain exactly the same here, right? You have a golden pocket retracement in perfect confluence with that smart trail, and oftentimes, you just come back and look, right? Come down, dip into the smart trail, big move up. Bing bong, dip into the smart trail, big move back up. Bing bong, dip into the smart trail, get a little scalp. Bing bong, dip into the smart trail. Are we about to get a bounce? Definitely possible. But again, I just didn't see all my confluences, which is why I did not take the trade. But you guys are going to see me talk about this a lot now because the past few trades have been had the chef's kiss. LuxAlgo was just giving it the chef's kiss on the entry. So this is one reason why I would be looking for a potential bounce here. So let's see. Do you guys want to do a little bit? Also, if you guys want to check out LuxAlgo, you can go ahead and check the link in the description down below. They do a ton of different subscription options. They do 30-day money-back guarantees. So if you want to check out LuxAlgo, I can't even cover how much stuff they have in their indicators because the market structure labeling here. If you're trying to learn market structures, it's really helpful. The candle coloring, the smart trails. This is my custom settings, but there is plenty more that they give on these indicators. I have a lot of stuff hidden. I like to keep my charts nice and clean. But if you guys want to check it, link in the description down below. Shout out to LuxAlgo. We've been caking out on LuxAlgo recently. This is. Do you guys want to do a trade breakdown on the long position that we took and wound up closing in full yesterday? Do you guys want to do a trade recap and learn why I took that position? Or do you want to take a look at some altcoins? Or do you want to do a little bit of both? Let me know in the chat. 1 for a trade breakdown, 2 for a trade breakdown and some alts, or 3 for just alts. Let me know, or just say it. Altcoins, both, or trade breakdown. Let me know. Trade recap, volume profiles. It's your friend. Shout out to Steven Diaz. 3. Okay. 2, 1, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Enzo Mining. Let's go. Both. Duh. Shout out to Dave Digital. Okay. 4. Hey, hang on. Jungle Boy. What do you mean 4? Jungle Boy. Glitching out now. I'm glitching. Shout out to Jungle Boy. But okay, we'll do a little bit. I'll do a short trade recap, and then I'll do the 5-minute trade recap, and then we will go ahead and we'll jump into the altcoins. And I think Rob the Crypto Snob probably. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Thank you. He says I think 3 is the most common. Yeah, I would probably think so as well. Matic. Yeah, we can take a look at Matic. We want maximum sauce. Shout out to K Diggity. Okay, so I'll do a quick little trade recap. So for the long position that that I'm talking about right now, simply was, let me see if I can pull up the actual chart here. Bada boom. Where are we? I got to come over here. Pull up the. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take off all the indicators real quick. Bada boom. And let me actually. Maybe we're not prepared for the. Okay, so let me just go over this really quickly. So, funny enough, this did have a lot to do with. Actually, let me show the setup. I'm not going to share any secret sauce here from the premium, but let me pull up the Discord because I want to show you guys exactly how we do things, right? So let me go ahead and pull that up really quickly. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so here is that setup. Where is it? Where is the original post? Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. That's part of it. Come on, where is she? Okay, here she is. Okay, so here it is, right? This is what we were looking at, real quick. We had this local volume profile, right? And we're using the Frankie Candles Essentials indicator by Lux Algo, speak of the devil. But what happened? We deviated below the range, and this is exactly what I just showed you guys on the regular price action, but the indicator just points it out. By the way, this is 100% free if you guys want to check it out. No strings attached. Type my name into TradingView. Frankie Candles Essentials by Lux Algo. Shout out to them. And you can just add it to your chart for completely free. It encompasses my entire trading strategy into one easy-to-use indicator, Fibonacci levels, auto Fibonacci levels, auto divergence detection, and the sauce can confirmation signals, and the volume profile, right? So it's all in one. You don't have to worry. Nice and easy to use, but simply put, we have our value area low here. We deviated below the low, started putting in bullish divergences. We have the sauce can confirmations. And I won't go super deep into it because I don't want to spend the time. I know a lot of you guys want to look at the altcoins, but I also use that same Lux Algo strategy I was talking about just 5 minutes earlier with the Smart Trail. Smart Trail was flying right through the golden pocket. I took the entry there. Simply put, we look to get above the value area low, come up to the value area high, and simply put, boom, started off 8%, not going too bad, right? And then, so TP1 hit. If we can get above that value area low, we could get a little move up. LFG Mafia, VP, Volume Profiles, Exos, and Frankie Candles Essentials equals cheating, up 8%. And then a little bit later that day, I guess that post was at 12 p.m. And then at 11 p.m., I was up late last night on the charts, up 31%. Absolutely beautiful. What happened? We got above that value area low. They tried to stop us out, couldn't get us. Flipped to support right there. Where'd we go? Right up to the value area high, where we could have been looking for shorts, but I was sleeping when we got the setup. But simply put, we came back up to the volume profile high, value area high, got that short setup, and that short setup was the one that wound up giving us that move back to the downside, right? So absolutely insane, how accurate these volume profiles can be. And, I would say that, it's all because of my indicator, but, it's just TA. TA works. They like to say TA doesn't work, but it simply does. So there you go. Quick little trade recap for anyone looking to learn here. Hashtag value. Let's go. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. And again, guys, this is all available for completely free, right? Or at least the Frankie Candles Essentials is available for free. Lux Algo Premium. You can check the link in the description down below. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some altcoins, guys. Let's go ahead and check it out. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Thank you for dropping these. I'm going to pin them to the top of the chat. Let's see. Shout out to 58% of you absolutely bought the dip. I love it. Amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our first altcoin, which is obviously going to be Mother ETH, or Ethereum, as some of your people might call it, or as some of your grandmothers might call it. And let's pull up the live stream chart. Bada boom, pull up ETH, and a bada bing. Shout out to the premium Discord. We had a not only a saucy week trading, but we also had a very, very saucy live stream earlier today. Gotta love those premium lives. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, wait a second. Guys, did this play out? Let's pull up Market Cypher really quick. 90-minute money flow crossover into the red could start the dump. Here is your 90-minute money flow crossover right here. Crosses over into the red. Boop. right to the downside. Now, this is something I'm glad we left this on the chart because we were looking at this a few days ago saying, hey, guys, I don't know. We don't know when it's going to happen, but if we get that money flow crossover into the red on the 90-minute, that may be the thing that starts the bigger move to the downside. And I'm like, we're not making this up, right? Like, let's zoom in here, right? Technically, the first money flow crossover was here, right? Second money flow cross, I mean, you kind of faked out into the green there, but for the most part, like whether you draw it here or here, literally money flow crosses into the red, and moments later, not moments, but not too long later, boop, big move to the downside. Where'd we come into? Our key level of support. So we can get rid of this now that it's played out. I didn't short that or anything, just to be totally transparent. I did not take a trade on that. But, can't take trades on everything, but we can know when things are going to happen oftentimes. As far as right now, like what were we looking at yesterday on Ethereum? Hey guys, key level of resistance at this box up here between 37.59 and 36.82. Key level of support sitting right here between 32.51 and 31.86. Simply put, I mean, we have the golden pocket value area low. And just based off the volume profiles, guys, like when in doubt, like in my own personal opinion, this is not financial advice. This will not play out 100% of the time, but I do just want to point out, when in doubt, more often than not, thank you, Rob. I don't know if those are the same altcoins, but I just pinned your more recent. Oh, we wrote that on Wednesday's stream. Okay, shout out to Tony D. But the when in doubt, like more often than not, if you just put your trust in the volume profile, not you guys, but for me, anytime I'm in doubt and I just trust the volume profile, it almost plays out like 80-90% of the time. Now, those are not legitimate numbers. That's just like off the top of my head if I had to estimate. But simply put, right, like we knew we had key resistance here. And just based off the volume profiles, you went from the low to the POC, up to the high, rejected the high, and literally on Wednesday, we were saying, hey, 90-minute money flow crossover into the red. If we lose this POC on that money flow crossover, chances are we're going to come down to that value area low. Like, it seems repetitive for me to say, because we've drawn this line like this so many times, right? And it's not because I'm magical. It's not because I'm the best analyst or I'm the best trader. I say this all the time. It's simply because of the TA that we teach for free every single weekday right here on the 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream on the Frank Candles YouTube channel, right? And if you tune in, you guys know we were looking at this yesterday, right? And again, it's not to prove a point. It's just to show you guys that if you learn this stuff, you can predict this before it happens, and you can imagine how lucrative that can be to your bank account or your trading account, I guess. But yeah. So simply put, we're at key support here. Technically, if we stay above this value area low, we could potentially expect to move to the POC and the value area high. Now, with that being said, money flow is not looking too bullish here. We also have a blood diamond on the daily, which is a little bit more bearish, right? So it's not a guaranteed bounce. And to be quite honest with you, like there is no confirmation here for me to take along, at least on a medium time frame, right? We don't have a bullish divergence on the 2 hour, the 3 hour, the 1 hour. We don't even have a bull div on. So, no real confirmations for me to go long here other than the fact that you're above the value area low. This is not what I like to see for a high probability trade, though. For a high probability trade, I like to see a visit of the value area low with more than one bullish confirmation, such as a divergence, or whatever you're looking at, right? I like to look at order flow as well. So this is, again, like even on the lower time frames, like we don't even really have significant bullish divergences on the 15-minute, right? Like, sure, I guess from all the way back here, but like this is like not even that. Like, this is not typically how I like to see my divergences, right? Like, this is pretty messy. So what I would much rather see here on ETH for a long position would be, now I haven't looked at the order flow. Maybe there's confirmations on order flow to go long here. But when you're looking at Market Cipher B, what I would really much prefer is another push below the range to put in a local bullish divergence, right? And then like this with money flow coming up as well. Like, this is something I would like to long. But as of right now, not too many confirmations. So, like I said, we've been crushing the trades this week. I'm really only interested, and I'm already in longs on Bitcoin. I'm really only interested in the highest probability setups, and this is just not the most beautiful. But with that being said, you are at support, right? So, yeah, really, really hard to, is the higher time frame money flow going to play out here? If it does, then you might want to be looking for shorts. But for me, I'm letting price action develop over the weekend. I'm not stressing out, right? It's kind of the beautiful thing. If you can shake that feeling of wanting to be in a trade every single day, 5 times a day, it's kind of stressful because you feel like you're missing out. But once you realize the feeling of missing out is fake, right? The feeling of missing out, FOMO is not, you feel it, but it's not a real thing, right? Like, the money and the moves and the trades that you miss are simply not your business. It's none of your business, right? Like, people who go, and you probably find yourself, you probably find yourself thinking about this sometimes, right? Like, if you are itching to get into trades, right? This is horrible trading hygiene. You are letting the emotions get to you. You have to fight this feeling because, again, the opportunities that you miss, the trades that you miss, the FOMO trades that you're like dying to get into, those are none of your business, right? People will always say like, oh man, I should have taken that long. It's so funny. It's like you'll have people come up to you and be like, oh, I had my line here and I should have gone into a long there. Like I would have made a ton of money. And it's like, knowing where the bounce is going to happen is completely different than making money trading, right? And I've had like people come up and they'll be like, oh man, like, look, I should have longed my level. I make money. I would make money on all my levels. It's like, okay, try to make money on all those levels. And you realize how hard trading really is. But here's the point. The missed moves are literally none of your business. If you find yourself saying, oh man, if I long this level, I'd be up 7K right now. If you played the lottery and got the numbers right, you would have made $1 million, right? Like, it's none of your business. If you're not tripping over every week the lottery gets announced and you don't win, if you're not tripping over that, then you should not be tripping over a missed trade. It's the same exact thing. It's so easy to say, if I did this, I would have made money. If I did that, I would have made money. This is not how you want to look at trading. You do not chase the moves. Do not FOMO in. Let the moves happen. I got stopped out of my short on Bitcoin before this push down. Right? Not only that, you can imagine it hurts even extra, in my opinion, for me, because I'm literally talking to the premium Discord being like, hey, this is key resistance, could be shorts to be had up there. We're looking for an opportunity. And then it just happens when I'm in the position, I get stopped out at break even while I'm sleeping, and it goes off without me. I am not tripping over that. Right? I just let it go because I know, right, I don't need to catch this move because if I miss this move, I'll simply just catch the next move up. And I'm not even FOMOing into the next move up because it's not a solid trade. And this is how you make money over time trading, not chasing trades. If you chase trades, you are going to chase money out of your bank account. I promise you that. Please take it from me. I've wrecked more accounts than probably anybody in this chat. I have probably been more degenerate than you. I've probably wrecked more accounts than you. I've probably had worse trading hygiene than you've ever could imagine. My emotions were probably worse. I am the guy who has to touch the hot stove 11 times before he learns, right? So take it from me. Don't go through the pain. Let me make the mistakes and just learn from me. Save yourself the pain. Do not FOMO in. When you see a move, get comfortable watching it go without you and feel it. Be like, oh, this hurts, but I know it doesn't mean anything. You have to kill that. Once you can kill that emotion and just bury it and smother it down, it will leave forever, and you will finally start making money trading. I promise you. I promise you. I can't promise you'll make money. But I promise if you stick to the plan and fight those emotions, you will likely improve your profitability or increase your profitability. So anyway, let's go ahead. That was Ethereum. Again, key levels. I'm letting price action develop. If I see a higher probability trade, I will give you the key levels. If we lose this value area low decisively, simply put, the next major zone of support, just like we looked here, we said, hey, if we nuke here, probably going down to the value area low. Just like that, if we lose this level and we can't get back above it, I will simply be looking down to this zone, sitting between $3,000 even, where we have a 786 retracement, right? We're bouncing off the golden pocket right now. And when you lose the golden pocket, where's the next likely place for price to retrace to? The 786, coming in at $3,000. If you break the 786, we also have a weekly naked point of control down here. So this whole zone, in my opinion, between 3,017 and 2896 is going to be that next key level to the downside if we lose this level. So there you go. All right, let's see. Shout out to Wick589 said Tom Crown and OG, mad respect. Shout out to Tom. Is Tom in here? Shout out to Tom Crown. We love Tom Crown. There he is. Let's go. Shout out to Tom Crown in the chat, guys. Show some love to Tom Crown. Let's go. Tom, thank you for hanging out with us today. Shout out to you. Obviously, I mean, I know a lot of you guys are probably already subbed to his channel, but please, for the love of God, if you're not following Tom Crown, what are you doing? You're missing out on Saucy TA. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys already do, but if you're not, go sub to Tom's channel. We love Tom. One of the great, not only great analysts, great traders, great information on his channel, but genuinely a good human being, which I value over everything. And I can assure you, Tom is a great guy. Off camera, he's a good guy. Because a lot of people will pretend they're a good guy on camera, and then they're, you know, a lot of YouTubers in all different spaces. But Tom is a great guy all around. So shout out to Tom. But let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's see. Let's see. Say Papa Tom. Shout out to Retro Mike. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and move on to our next altcoin, which is going to be Dogecoin. Let's check it out. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's check it out. All right. Daily red dot printing. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Daily blood diamond printing as well. That is a little bit more bearish in my opinion. But I will say this. Market structure-wise, right? Let's take a look at this, right? Shout out to the key levels, guys. Shout out to the key levels, right? So what we'll be looking at on Dogecoin, man, I hope everybody remembers what we talk about every day. Because it's like every time I go over TA, and we're not right all the time, right? We've been wrong. I'm happy to admit when we're wrong because you can't be right all the time, right? But when I'm right, I just always feel like, am I bending this to make it sound like we were right? But it's not, right? Like it's just math, right? It's like just analysis. Simply put, I think we looked at this yesterday on Dogecoin. Simply put, looking at our local range here, as we've toyed with the key value area low, this is our macro value area low sitting at 18 cents. And as long as we were able to hold above that 18 cent level, we could have the door open to that POC sitting at 26 cents. However, we knew that we had this volume profile. And if we were to lose that value area low, we would also be losing the POC of this local range, making this golden pocket the next likely place for price to go. Now, I'll be honest with you. Could you get a scalp long off this? Probably, right? Especially if you're in already. You're probably already in profit. But I would much rather, right? We are now accepted, right? If we go ahead and hide these more macro levels, right? Let me hide that macro value area low. If we're looking at this as just a general range, we're below the POC. We're below the value area high. Simply put, in my opinion, we are likely only on our journey down to the 786 value area low. So could you get a dip here, buy a dip here potentially, but I would feel much more comfortable. No guarantees that you're going to be coming down here, but I do think, in my opinion, I would much rather wait for a move down to the 786 value area low because, in my opinion, the low of the range is just simply a higher probability trade setup, right? I don't like longing, especially because the POC is not even here, right? So we're literally just kind of longing the golden pocket and the golden pocket only. But when you have the 786 and the value area low in great confluence, this makes this just a higher probability trade, in my opinion. So I would rather wait to come down to the low of the range. And with that being said, like this would be your local levels, right? This would be your local range, right? Value area high sitting at about 19 cents. Value area low sitting at about 14 cents. And like I said, you lose that golden pocket. Next place I'd be looking for a bounce is at that 786. Simply put, there you go. And then I'm not going to go over the higher time frames because we talk about it every day. So yeah, I'm not even going to cover it. I think everybody knows that if we do continue up, we have that value area, macro value area low at 18 cents, which could open up the door to the POC at 26 cents. So if we flip and hold 18 cents as support, chances are Dogecoin's probably going to skirt right up to that POC or somewhat quickly skirt up to that POC at 26 cents. So there you go. That is what I am looking at on Dogecoin. Let's see. Let's see. Mark Dutch said, Tom's my favorite welder. Tom, do you weld? Shout out to Tom. Did you used to be a welder? Let me know. That's interesting. I don't think it's a more random thing that Tom can be your favorite thing of. Shout out to Mark Dutch. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, let's take a look at Cardano. Oof. Wow, it is Friday, guys. I was just thinking, like, Cardano, is it CAR? Is it CAD? It's ADA. We know this. We've known this forever. Shout out to Fridays. And here we are, right? Simply put, we were I believe we were in this, man, Ada nuked. But hey, we were in our range here. I believe we were in here. Were we not in this range yesterday? Today's the 12th. Yeah, we were sitting in this range yesterday and sitting at that golden pocket. 786 was sitting on this POC. This was really the next key level I was looking at. But luckily, obviously we didn't get the obviously we did not bounce off that 786. So there you go. I guess I was wrong about that. Bada boom. But yeah, our next key level was down here, 786 POC. Technically, on a higher time frame, we could still potentially pop back above that and close. But hold on. Shout out to Golden for gifting a 50 Frankie Candles membership. Shout out to you, bro. I didn't even see that happen. Shout out to Golden. Everyone's just spamming your name. Spam that golden emoji because I missed him gifting those memberships. And if you just got a membership, use that membership to use those special emojis and drop a golden, drop that golden emoji in the chat. And you guys know, what we call that. It's a golden waterfall. Shout out to the Mafia. Somebody said, isn't that a head and shoulders? Yeah, you could technically call that a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I don't really trade patterns. I use them for context, right? So if I were looking for a breakdown or a breakup, I would look at, patterns to kind of just add confluence to a direction. But I don't trade patterns alone. It's just not a... I've done it before, right? I used to be a pattern trader for I can't tell you how long. I've tried everything, right? But the main reason I don't trade based off of just patterns is because patterns are not why price moves, right? Patterns, trading patterns, head and shoulders, bullish pennants, bear pennants, bull flags, these are ways to describe price action. This is not what moves price. What moves price is people buying and selling and liquidity in the market, right? This is what I prefer to base my strategies off of. But it does not mean that you cannot trade just patterns. I know people who trade patterns. I don't know if they make money or not, but people say that they make money trading patterns. Didn't work for me, so I don't do it. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. Just because I don't do it does not mean that it doesn't work. I'm sure I know there's people out there that make a ton of money trading patterns, but I just prefer to look a little deeper into the candlesticks, but I definitely don't ignore them, right? Like we just looked at Bitcoin before, and we're talking about how this could be bullish consolidation, right? It's the bullish pattern. But I'm not basing my trades off of that. Actually, in the premium Discord, went over exactly why I don't do that. Because if you remember, we just looked at those short squeezes, right? So that's exactly why, right? Because if you look at things such as CVD and what traders are actually doing and where their liquidity is sitting, you can stay out of bad trades, right? So I use this example in the premium Discord. Let's say you're in a downtrend, right? And you're starting to develop a bear pennant, right? So this would be a simple trading strategy. A simple pattern, right? Or trading pattern. But if you look at the CVD, right, and you understand that people are heavily short here, right, but spot is buying up, right, and the spot market is buying and holding and pushing price to the upside, and there's a lot of short liquidity sitting up here, right? A lot of stop losses and liquidation levels sitting from everybody shorting this bear pennant, right? This is a retail strategy, right? Retail loses 99% of the time. And we're retail too. I want to be clear about that. We're not trading with tens of millions of dollars. We're technically retail as well. But we try to use smart money strategies to trade with the whales, right? So retail pattern, like a bearish pennant, would be this would be bear pennant short, right? And then you would wait for the breakdown, the bearish retest, depending on how you trade it. I'm sure a lot of people just short in the bear pennant. But if you were to look at the charts and you saw some kind of a short squeeze building, right, where you had a lot of liquidity sitting above and the spot market is buying, it would be very, very likely that price is going to not respect this bear pennant and price will come grab that liquidity even if the bear pennant's going to play out. This is why retail gets wrecked, guys. Let me explain this really quickly. If you are trading, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, you can't make money with this. This is why I don't do it, right? But everyone has a different experience. Everyone has a different opinion. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that my opinion is the best out of everybody's. It's because everybody has an opinion, right? But this is genuinely why I don't trade patterns. If you're looking at this as a bear pennant, everyone's thinking short, right? You want to think what is retail thinking and then do the opposite of them. So everyone thinking, oh my God, short. This is a bear pennant, short, 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 short. And then if you look at your heat map and you see that there's a lot of liquidity, this is not the same price action. Obviously, this is a fake line on the chart on TradingView. But if you see hot spots of liquidity above that bear pennant, right? That's what you'd be looking for. And you understand that there's a lot of liquidations and a lot of people coming in short. You're looking at the order flow. You see the shorts coming in. Everybody is shorting here. Retail is entering shorts. You probably don't want to short there because those retail traders are going to get stopped out, right? And this is oftentimes, if you ever get into a trade and you are trading something like patterns, you're probably just going to short here and your stop loss is going to go where? Above the range or above the bear pennant or above the level of resistance, right? Where everybody else's stop losses are. And what did we just go over in the beginning of the stream, right? This is why I try to teach the Mafia different methods, because now you have a whole lot of liquidity above here. And if you see a short squeeze building, which spot market is buying up and everyone is shorting against that spot market, chances are price is going to pop up and liquidate and stop out all these shorts, causing a big spike to the upside, right? And then all the shorts get absolutely destroyed, right? And then this is more often where you would want to enter the short. After all the retail has been wrecked, that's where you want to enter the short. So if you've ever gotten into a short or long and price, you get stopped out and then price just goes in the same direction that you already thought it was going to go, because oftentimes that's what it would look like, right? You'd short the bear pennant, right? And I know this because I've done this probably more than everybody else has. I've tried to do this time and time again for a long time and kept getting wrecked. But oftentimes what would happen, at least in my experience, is I would short, right? I'd be short here, right? And I have my stop loss set where everyone else's stop loss is, right? Which is literally where you don't want it. And then price would go, boop. I'd get stopped out of my trade, and then it would absolutely play out. And I'd be like, what the heck? This is so frustrating. I knew where price was going to go, and I just can't win. I just get stopped out. And I would call the exchanges a scam. Oh, my God, the exchange is just stop hunting me. This is not real. This is not why. It is not the market maker's intent to wreck you. They don't want to hurt you. They need to fill their orders on top of a bunch of other stuff. But you'll get stopped out, and then price will just go in the direction. Put a hashtag value in the chat if that has ever happened to you. Put a 1 in the chat if that's ever happened to you, because chances are it's very common, because if you're a retail trader, this is probably happening to you a lot. And Frankie Candles is here to show you how to stop getting wrecked before price goes the way you already thought. I dropped a tutorial video a couple of days ago talking about how to use the liquidation heat maps to not only find better entries into your trades, but very importantly, this is something I covered in detail in that video, is how to set better stop losses, not in the pockets where all retail's stop losses are. So that is why I don't trade retail patterns, right? It's not because, it's simply because retail gets wrecked most of the time. So did this bear pennant play out if this happened? You could argue that. But you were able to use more advanced techniques to see retail get wrecked. And once you learn this stuff, guys, you can't unsee it. And likely you will find yourself winning a lot more of your trades, and you'll stop getting stop hunted, right? You're getting stop hunted for a reason, and this is that reason, likely. So there you go. You don't want to set your stop losses where everyone else's is set. So there you go. Anyway, hopefully somebody learned from that, because it's a very specific situation, or a very specific reason why I don't trade retail patterns. So there you go. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on. Yeah, they want to fill their orders and hurt you at the same time. HHH. Spot on, brother. Spot on. It's like maybe they are not. Yeah, maybe they're not doing it on purpose, but yeah, they are trying to fill their orders, and then, yes, in turn, they are also hurting everybody else's feelings. But when you can use our techniques to see what they are doing, hopefully I can save you guys from getting stopped out like that. And I say that as someone who got stopped out overnight, right? I get stopped out too, right? So it's not like, oh my God, Frankie Candles thinks he's the best. No, I'm a realist, right? I just talk reality. I got stopped out too, right? I'm not perfect. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. We took a look at Dogecoin. We can just pop in on Doge one more time. Bada boom, bada bing. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's what I'd be looking at, right? Waiting to come down to that 786 value area low for a potential bounce. We lose that range. Next level I'd be looking at is this daily naked point of control all the way back down at 9 cents. I'm not saying we're going there, but I'm just saying, you know, if we don't hold these range lows at about 12 cents, pull up that VPVR. Yeah, you start losing this range low here at 12 cents, likely that you come down to that daily naked point of control, in my own personal opinion. I've been wrong before, though. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yo, Gazgano said, Frankie, they wanted volatility, they said. Let's go. Yo, hey, shout out to Garrett Soloway in the chat. Keep rocking, Frankie. Just pop it in to say hi. Shout out to Garrett, guys. Go check out Garrett as well. Shout out to Garrett, bro. Thank you for coming by. Yo, Garrett, flexing that check mark. Hashtag motivation, baby. We are going for that YouTube check mark. We'll get there one day. We'll keep pushing. Shout out to Garrett, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to Gareth and Tom Crown in the chat. What is going on, guys? Gareth, we got to take a trip down to Florida, man. We got some stuff down in Florida, and we gotta make sure we come through your way. I want to check out your studio. Your facility looks pretty crazy. We'd love to come hang out. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. But let's go ahead and continue on here, guys, and check out our next altcoin, which is going to be FAR. Sorry, I meant NEAR. I don't know why I'm like this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just like, probably should be a dad at this point in my life, and I'm not. So I'm just like trying to say the dad jokes. I feel like I'm missing out. But anyway, let's take a look at near protocol. We'll turn off the indicators, and let's start off with some sound price action TA. So what I would be looking at here, let's take a look at the weekly. Let me see. I just want to make sure we have like maximum price action here. Okay, we'll take a look at this MEXC chart. Okay, so this is the 2021 high. Oh, that's 2022. Is near? Hang on. Let me just make sure. Okay, so we'll just take this. So for the most part, let's check out the naked points of control here real quick on the weekly, see if we have any high time frame levels that are important. I would definitely be taking a look at this one. This is a weekly. Bada boom. I would go ahead and check out this weekly. And I guess we can mark out this one as well. It's kind of far away, but it won't hurt to have on the chart. Let's go ahead and label this weekly. Bada boom. We'll hide those. Come on down to the daily. Grab the horizontal ray. See, okay, all right, so we did tap this naked point of control. So we may be able to get some kind of a bounce off of this, right? Especially if we have a Fibonacci confluence. Let me check the right here up to the high. Look at that, baby. Look at that golden pocket confluence right on that naked point of control. So, yeah, that's nice, right? If I were looking at near to trade, I probably would have taken an entry on this, assuming I had the local confirmations, right? But this level was somewhat sound in my opinion. However, that is a tapped point of control now, so that doesn't count as a naked. We'll mark that one, and then we will also go ahead and grab that one. Shout out to Tom Crown and Garrett Soloway. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us here. Let's see. Bada boom. Okay, and then this is a 786, so we'll just mark that out as well. Hide the indicators, and now we have some high time frame levels. Yeah, okay, so we have some high time frame levels here now. Golden pocket retracement is a little bit more local. Pull our volume profile right here. Bada boom. So we've clearly broken down out of this range. So, yeah, wait, what happened to my, there we go. I don't know why that disappeared. Okay, so that is going to be... Yeah, I mean, we tapped a regular daily level here as well. Right here. That's just a typical daily. So, yeah, you had some nice confluence on this level. You had a daily naked point of control, which is now tapped, so I don't have that on. Golden pocket daily level. So, if we were putting in any kind of bullish confirmation, you know, at this level, I would have it simply... I would simply be looking, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, guys, like there's no divergences here. I would really love price to come down one more time to get some divergences on Market Cipher before looking for the long positions. But I will give you this, right? We'll give you the key levels, and yeah, let me go ahead and extend this. Bada boom. Okay, so clearly we're broken down out of this range, hitting that golden pocket. Simply put, the next key level I would be looking at if we lose that golden pocket would simply be the 786, sitting at about $4.78. So, yeah. And then if I pull, what happens? Let me pull. All right, let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's pull to here. Okay. Yeah, I would take these levels, to be honest. We break down, I'd be looking at the 786. Let's pull up that VPVR real quick. And here we are again, taking the value area high, value area low POC off. Shout out to the premium Discord. We literally just removed that, and we saved it as default, and it just keeps coming back. I don't know why. But, you know, if I were looking at this, 786 would definitely be the next key level. If we lose this daily, and then we lose that daily, things could actually get a little bit... yeah, you actually have a decent amount of support down here, to be quite honest with you. It's kind of hard. I can't... Hey, that's Sticky Ball. Mrs. Candles in the house. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Let's see a hand here. Show them the hand. Oh, yeah. Look at the hand, baby. Oh! Let's go. Wait, hang on. I kissed it. I didn't sniff it. Let me sniff it. Woo, little spank and a sniff on the Mrs. Candle's hand. Let's go. But anyway, shout out to Mrs. Candle. Yo, I can't believe I just spanked Mrs. Candle's hand on live stream. Oh, God. Anyway, smash that like button if you like Frankie Spanky Candles. Yo, shout out that Jay Gilly said inflatables get more and more lifelike. World famous hand. Shout out to K Diggity. How do you feel that you have a famous hand? Oh, she is not having it, guys. She's upset. Spank that hand. She's embarrassed. She's turning red, guys. She's turning red. But anyway, these are the levels I'd be looking at. If we do break to below that 786, guys, I would love, like, this is not something I would pull a range on. But you do have this value area high, like right as, yeah, like this is not really a range that I would be looking at. But it is the start of your, it is kind of the start of your shelf of volume. So if we break that 786, you're going to want to bounce off this. If you do not bounce off this, chances are you're coming down here. I'm not going to give you like every single level because I don't know if we're going to nuke that far. But these are definitely key levels I'd be looking at on near protocol. So there you go. I'll put some horizontal lines to get the actual prices up here for you. And these are the key levels I'd be looking at. But again, I would really like another push down. I'm not seeing the confirmations I like for a long position, right? Now, if we came down into that golden pocket below the volume profile and we're looking at the 4 hour, right? And this 4 hour momentum wave was higher and it gave us that bullish divergence, like that would be a beautiful, beautiful entry in my opinion, right? For a big move back into the volume profile and back up to the high. That's where the volume profiles are undefeated, right? When you get confirmations like that, again, I'm also looking at other stuff. You don't just want to blindly, like you have to pay attention to money flow. You have to pay attention to other things. But, that is where like the volume profiles are undefeated, right? Like you get all the confirmations you're looking for and then you get above that value area low and you get a move to the high. Like that's where like you really could put your trust in the volume profiles, but we're not seeing that right now. So again, like could I miss the move? Sure. But I sit on my hands. I don't mind missing that move, right? So keep that in mind. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Mrs. Candle stealing the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. We're going to check out Link in just a second. Shout out to the 981 people still in the chat right now. Smash that like button if you guys are finding any kind of value in this content. Mrs. Candle says she likes this new flavor of Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. Thank you for the tap of approval.
Do you like it?
That's my favorite one. New favorite flavor.
You say that every time.
Sorry for cussing. Anyway, shout out to the... Yo, Mrs. Candles loves sketch as well. But shout out to the occasional gambler. Apologize for missing your super chat. Said, Frankie, super degen, but also my only hope left, so I need your help. How do the levels look, and how low can... Oh, God. Can Wen go? Much love, brother. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I will try to take a look at that right now. So what are we looking at? We're looking at when. Now, do I have to look? Let's see. Shout out to Tony D. Said, why are you drinking that nonsense? I'm calling your mom. Shout out to Tony D. Please don't rat me out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Shout out to Tony D. Tony D also said, smash that like button or Bitcoin will go to zero. Shh. Smash that like button. But yeah, the occasional gambler. I like that. Just occasional. I'll tell you this. Hopefully this is the right chart. What is this? Is this a, let's see. Okay, so let me just take a quick look at this. Let's go ahead and take, here you go, right? Like you have this pretty nice volume profile and it's been respected. Man, I think I'm gonna get a volume profile tat. I don't have any tattoos, guys, and I just feel like it would be so on brand for me to get the nerdiest tat ever. Like just as a chart guy. But go from the high, back to the POC, almost tap the low, go from the low, back to the high, back to the POC, back to the low, deviation. This is an undervalued asset compared to the relative price action. You look to pick up an undervalued asset, ride it back into the range. Once you flip that value area low to support, you look to flip the POC. Once you flip the POC, you look up to the high. You then deviate. This is an overvalued asset. This is where you look for shorts. This is where you look for longs. You could catch a short from up here in anticipation of acceptance back into the range. Can't get back above the high. Next place to go is the POC and the value area low. And when you simplify that and you take the noise out of it, it simply goes low, high, low, high, low, high, high, low, low, high, high, low, right? It's not pretty. It's never pretty. It's scary and confusing. You get into the short, and then it bounces, and you're like, oh, my God, this was the wrong choice. And then it goes down. You're like, oh, my God, I'm a genius. And then it pumps and starts to break out. And you're like, oh, my God, I was wrong. But if you just trust in the volume profile, and again, don't blindly trust it, but POC value area low, like that is the journey from the low to the POC to the high. Deviate from the high, POC to the low, even though you retested the high again. So simply put, I'd be looking at this range. Let's mark it out. Sitting between 0.00036 and I'm just going to say the numbers, 36959 and 22288. Screenshot that and please double check it because I don't know if I'm messing that up. It's very small. But this would definitely be the key level that you want to hold, right? You hold above this value area low, could open the door to the POC and the value area high, right? You lose this decisively, to be quite honest with you. Bada boom. Could come all the way down. Yeah, I mean, your next high volume node is all the way down here. But this is definitely your key level that you want to hold. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, whoo, baby. I mean, if you hold that 786, you lose the 786, I think you get to move to the downside, to be quite honest with you. And then reclaim of the value area low would be bullish, in my opinion. That's where you can look for the POC and the value area high again. But again, like no confirmations here, but these are definitely the key levels I'd be looking at. Let me go ahead and drop the... Yeah. Let's pull all the way to the low here. Yeah. I mean, this shelf of volume for the most part, it's a 786 as well, but I mean, this shelf in volume is going to be kind of, you lose this, you're probably coming back down to this high volume node, in my own personal opinion. But reclaim this value area low, chances are you could probably come up a little bit here. As far as the indicators go, yeah, I mean, potential bullish. I mean, not even really. I mean, yeah, potential bull div here on the 4 hour. So, yeah, I would personally, the way I would play this is if I were able to get a reclaim of this value area low, I'd take the long on the reclaim. I'd play it safe on that one. So, shout out to the occasional gambler. Hopefully that helps you out, brother. I appreciate you for being here. Dirty 8 Racing says 100K subs tat. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything for a tattoo because I don't know if I ever will get a tattoo. I kind of like not having tattoos. But I will tell you this. Like, if they ever had, maybe I have commitment issues, but if they ever had tattoos that lasted like 6 months or like even like 3 years, like if they just weren't forever, which I guess is what makes a tattoo cool, so why would you get that anyway? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. No problem, the occasional gambler. Hopefully that helps you out, brother. Not a whole lot of price action to look at, to be honest, so hopefully, I wish I can give you a little bit more, but hopefully that helps you out, man. May all the crypto gods and trading gods be in your favor. Shout out to Crypto Crabman. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Frankie, please start drinking green tea, matcha, and mati. All the energy, none of the bad stuff. Shout out to Crypto Crabman. I appreciate you so much, bro. I actually have, this is my second Aztecian Cactus Moss Water in the past, like 3 months. Like, I haven't drinking it in a long time. But I've just been in a pinch lately, so I had to grab some energy for the live stream. But yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I should start on the green tea. I know this stuff is so bad for you. But shout out to Crypto Crab, man. I love you, bro. Thank you for looking at. I really do appreciate you so much. Shout out to Top G. Said, yo, Frankie, can you look at Matic? Yes, we can take a look at Matic in just a second. Shout out to Dave Digital. Said, Frankie, I know you have discipline. You will quit Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. No problem. Nobody's watching. I swear. I will do it. I will do it. Shout out to Dave Digital. Yeah, so 2 and 3 months. Yeah, I could kick it. I think I could kick it. What about coffee? Black coffee. Can we drink black coffee? Is that fair? As long as it's not 11 cups a day. But yeah. Okay, let's continue on and take a look at shout out to Dark Crash. Let's go. Shout out to Dark Crash. We also got we actually don't have any water today. Actually we do. Shout out to the water, and shout out to Dark Crash for keeping us hydrated. Yo, let's go. Pig Chick says, merch idea, Frankie Candle's logo, temporary tattoos. Woo-hoo-hoo. I like that. I like that. You might have just sparked something. Tony D, at Tony D, temporary tattoos. Think about it. We could turn all of our emojis into temporary tats, and then we'll be tatted up with golden waterfalls and and volume profiles. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Lincoln V-Chain, let's take a quick look at Matic for Top G. We don't want to disappoint Top G, or he might come after us in his Bugatti. So we don't want to do that. But let's see. Let's take a look at Matic. Bada boom, bada bing. I wonder, maybe we could catch another big move on Matic here. So I will say this. Higher time frame money flow does not look good, guys. Let it be known. Market Cipher looks bearish for sure, in my opinion, right? The way I interpret Market Cipher and the way that it works for me, it is 100% looking bearish. But it's the other things in the market that we have to keep into account or take into account to potentially anticipate fake outs with just because of the point of the market that we're in right now, the part of the cycle where, again, we could potentially anticipate fake outs on money flow, and they may just come back up into the green if we are indeed going to see some mega bullish activity. But if you're just binarily looking at Market Cipher, this does look bearish. I will be honest with you. Money flow indicates the longer term trend. Remember that. So, other than that, we rejected this. We almost perfectly rejected this little, the 1618 and the 1414. Nice little beautiful rejection off our last little fib zones here. But, we're now just back within our profile. Guys, the volume profiles are goated. These things might put me out of a job, to be honest with you, right? From the low to the POC to the high. Reject the high to the POC to the low. To the POC, back to the low. Deviation, POC, back to the high. Deviation, this is where you look for shorts. Back into the range to the POC and the low. Textbook volume profile here, right? So if this is going to continue to get respected, we could potentially look for longs down here. Now, like I said, just like on everything else, right? Nothing, sure, we have some kind of a divergence here. But I'll be honest, it's not pretty. When you get a big drop like this, sometimes these divs do not play out, right? It's just very hard to, that just looks shady to me. It's not a clean divergence in my experience, right? Money flow also kind of flat. Green dot just popped up on the 15-minute. Now it just disappeared. I'd be letting the price action settle. So I'm there's real no setups in my opinion right now, at least for right now, right? Now, this could change 10 minutes after the stream. Or it could remain the same for a while. But let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, you would have to favor if you get, let's see, 4-hour green dot, not even looking to print. It's coming up. VWAP's coming up, but it's not like it's about to print a green dot. Yeah, look at the 2-hour. 2 hours about to print a green dot, but then you come to the 1 hour. The 1 hour got a green dot. It barely did anything, and now it's just rolling back over. That's not the best confirmation to go long. Right? Choppy money flow, just not a great trading environment, in my opinion. So I'll just give you the key levels here. Key level is clearly going to be your value area low, sitting at 73 cents. You lose 73 cents, chances are you're getting a bigger move down, in my own humble opinion. Let's see. Pull from the low to the high. It's local. Yeah, you come up to a higher time frame. This whole move up. Yeah, this whole move up. You could take a look at this 786. Let's pull this little range. Value area high confluence. I'd be somewhat interested in a potential if you do get a breakdown here. I'll just give you the sauce here, right? 786 value area high down here. That's not a horrible level to watch in my opinion. But it would be heavily dependent on the confirmations, right? So if we come on down to something we would need some kind of divergence or something. We would need some kind of an entry signal. If this thing just nukes down here and Market Cipher's just still wonked like that, it's not a long position in my opinion. When you see that happening, the trade was up here, right? The setup was likely up here for the short, right? You don't want to be taking positions on trades that aren't there. It's really dangerous. Trust me, I've wrecked myself a ton, right? I'm not just saying this because I don't want I literally say this because I've learned the lesson the hard way. I don't want you guys to learn the hard way. Especially like I already went through the pain. Please don't let my pain go to waste. Use it and save yourself pain. But yeah, like, I mean, it likely wouldn't happen like this on the 15 or the 12 minute, but like if you did get another move down, right? Again, I wouldn't look at the 12 minute, but you would really want to see like a divergence or something into this key level. But it's too early to call the confirmations, to be honest with you. So, but these are the key levels that I would be looking at. Could check. Let's check the daily naked points of control. Yeah, I mean, you got a daily MPOC there too. Yeah, this would definitely be the next key level I'm looking at. So again, it's too hard or too soon, in my opinion, to call the confirmations. But I would definitely be looking at this level as your next key. 786, daily naked point of control, previous value area high confluence. If you do get into there, into that level with any kind of confirmation to go long, that would be a higher probability setup down there, in my opinion. And then if you get stuck underneath this level, right, if you do come back down and you lose this level, I would buckle up because you're likely going to get accepted back into this range, which could bring you all the way back down to the value area low. So there you go. There is Matic. Hopefully that helps you out. Shout out to Top G. Shout out to Top G. Okay, let's continue on. Yeah, shout out to Dave Digital. Said, Frankie, when Matic trade round 2? Soon. Dave says when? I say soon. Let's go. Shout out to Dave Digital. I'll give you a personal trade signal. I'm just kidding. We don't do signals. Sorry for cussing. Anyway, let's continue on. Shout out to Dave Digital. Okay. Let us take a look at Link, which got hammered. We were in the premium Discord on this dump. And yeah, this thing got absolutely hammered. So, I mean, simply put, we lost that key level, right? This was our key level. Doorway to higher prices. Previous macro value area low. If you do not know what I'm talking about, simply put, this value area from the top of the bull market is the doorway to higher prices, because once we're able to remain above this level and hold it decisively as support, we can look for a move up to that POC. We looked for the move up to the daily naked point of control here, which we then rejected, right? These naked points of control, guys, some of the best trades can be taken off these levels. Keep that in mind. But simply put, I mean, pretty logical, kind of path here for price action. Simply put, you lose that value area low. Where are you looking down to? We had this old range below us. Didn't hold the value area, didn't hold that value area high. I mean, if we come down to a lower time frame, we probably interacted with it if I had to guess. I mean, look at how these levels are respected, right? This has nothing to do with me, right? Like, I'm not bragging. I'm bragging about the actual volume profile. You get a breakdown. Look at the tap on the POC. Right down to that previous point of control, all the way back up, bearish retest on the value area high, right back down to the POC. And this is what I'd be looking at as confluent for context, right? As we're in this range, if you get a move, right, I would love something like this. Low key. Boop. Something like this. Boop. Something like this. I'm long Link, right? On top of other confirmations. But you start seeing bullish divergences into this value area low, that would be where I'd be interested in long positions, right? Now, not impossible to bounce from where we're at. We do have money flow coming back up on the 10-minute, 15-minute, trying to come back up. But again, like just like on everything else that dumped, like there's no clear signal here. I mean, dang, 5-minute money flow actually don't look too bad. Ooh, interesting. 80-minute green dot. 5-minute money flow about to cross over into the green. Maybe we get a ride up to that value area high. Not impossible. Honestly, this money flow kind of looks good. And, you know, with the 5-minute money flow about to cross over into the green, right? We can use the market cipher strategy with the higher time frame green dots with the money flow crossovers on the lower time frames for the confirmation. 4-hour, 15-minute is a common time frame that I look at. Daily 90-minute, that's another one we oftentimes look at. But that 5-minute, 80-minute is also a sound time frame pairing that you can use for that strategy. And as that money flow crosses over into the green, that 80-minute green dot is printing. So if we were to get a move up here on Link, right? Like even if you entered here, I mean, I wouldn't take this, right? It's just like not a great setup. But yeah, I won't even put this because I don't want people thinking that like I'm secretly going to take this trade because I'm not. But not that I might not long link, right? But like I'm not just going to long it based off this. But if that 80-minute green dot with that 5-minute money flow crossover into the green, if we do get a bigger move up potentially towards that value area high, I do think that 5-minute money flow crossover into the green is probably going to be the thing that starts to give us that move. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that is what I would be looking at for the most part on Link. Not too. I mean, it looks a little bit better than other things, right? You're getting a nice bounce off that POC. Oftentimes, what do we say? A lot of times when you break down out of a range, you will go retest that POC before getting a bigger break to the upside. So that is somewhat in play here. Not clear enough for me to take a long position, but yeah, like these market cipher B does look like it might want to get one more push down to complete the bullish divergences. Like even like on the 30-minute, like, oh baby, I would just love something like that. It almost is so clean that it might be unlikely to happen. It's like almost too predictable, right? Like it would be too easy of a prediction to do that. But you bet your bottom dollar. I'll tell you what. I ain't putting this alert here for no reason. Bada boom, right? So I do have that alert set. We break this low. I'm watching Link for a potential long. And again, based off the 5-minute, 5-minute and 80-minute, I wouldn't be surprised even if you push up a little bit locally here on that money flow crossover into the green on the 5-minute. Let's actually let's write it, right? It worked on Ethereum. Maybe it'll work here. 5-minute money flow crossover into green. May start move up, right? And I would potentially target the value area high for that. But again, I'm not taking that. I'm just saying, like that money, if we do get a move up, that money flow crossover into the green on the 5-minute may be the thing to do it. Okay. All right, let's see. Shout out to D Petty Crypto said, hey, did you start early? Shout out to D Petty Crypto. I actually think we did start like a minute early, potentially. Let's see. Shout out to Crypto Mike says 4-hour bull div on Bitcoin. I don't personally see that. Yeah, I mean, at least on Market Cipher, you might be pulling this on something like an RSI, potentially, but technically, we have made a lower low here, right? We've broken this low. We need a higher low for a bullish divergence. But again, I don't know if you're looking at Market Cipher. But yeah, we don't even have it like more long term, unfortunately. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. BTC looking ready to pump. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna sit it out. But again, guys, I want to be very clear, right? The reason I'm okay sitting it out, right? I actually don't even think I'm logged into my exchange, so maybe I won't be able to show it. Yeah, Big X logged me out, but I am still in my long positions from lower, right? So like the reason I am okay, like sitting out of these positions, if Bitcoin breaks out to new all-time highs, I'm in my long positions, right? Like I'm not going to miss the move. So that's why I'm comfortable missing the move, and I'm not aggressively longing, right? And just to show, I don't have it open on the computer, but these are still open, right? I showed these the other day. These are still open, right? So I know it's hard to see. So again, like I'm okay missing I don't need to get into a long here, right? Because I'm already holding longs from lower. But for if I were not in a long position, maybe I'd be more open to taking a more like aggressive entry here. But for me, higher probability trades just because I'm set up with my longs from lower. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, let's go ahead and check out VeChain. I haven't checked in on VeChain in quite some time. Bada boom, pull up the Bitfinex chart. Oh, baby. I don't know why I said that. But we still got our magnets up here. Okay. Well, simply put, I will say this. We are starting a nice little range here. We are starting a nice, fresh little range. Now, I do want to keep in mind, or I do want to remind you guys that you do still have the higher time frame ranges, right? So you have your I mean, we're not even near this range yet, but we have this local range right here. So this is our local doorway to higher prices. You get above that value area low. And I mean, look at all these levels, just absolutely respected. Rejection, 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 rejection. Those daily naked points of controls are no joke. But now these are tapped, right? So I will actually relabel this. Tapped daily, and then this is the POC of the range, right? So ideally, actually, I'll just remove this, right? Not that it's not relevant anymore, but it's a little less relevant. If we get back above this value area low, we have to break above the POC. Once you break above the POC, the next likely spot is going to be this golden pocket and this 786, which happens to be in confluence with the value area high. So many reasons to look for this range to get filled if you could get back above that value area low and flip it to support. So keep that in mind. And then if you were to break this down into more of a local, bada boom, there we go. Whoops, delete. Drag this in here, hide it. But locally, what I would be looking at, something on like a 4-hour, is I would probably be looking at this as our range, right? For shorter term trades. So I would be looking simply at something like this, right? And now we are starting to lose that range just slightly. But again, I mean, the respect on these volume profiles are nuts. So yeah, I mean, it would be ideal to get above the value area low sitting here at about 0.0434 to get a ride back up to the value area high. But for the most part, again, like just nothing really too crazy going on here. Screaming long. You could argue there's reasons to take a long here, but if I were to enter longs here, I would definitely be doing partial entries. I'd probably do 50% of the position I wanted in anticipation of a potential pullback lower to fill the rest of that position. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, that's the local range I would be looking at on VeChain. Other than that, looking very similar to everything else. VWAP coming to the downside. If you do get a bigger move down, I will pull from this impulse to the high. Pull this volume profile before the breakout. That's probably your POC confluence. Okay. If you lose that range decisively, next key level pretty clearly is going to be 0.033 or 0.032 right down here. So you lose that golden pocket. Next place I'd be willing to buy the dip or look for a long would be sitting right here. So there you go. There's VeChain. And with all that being said, guys, shout out to Wick. Germany 2 here. Shout out to Germany. Let's go. But with all that being said, guys, we have a lot of giveaways to start doing. We got double giveaways. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I love that I could peep the hidden comments or the hidden chats. Shout out to Dave Digital. Yo, you guys are funny, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on, guys. We got a whole lot to look at. We got a whole lot to give away here. So shout out to Tyler Durden. Is Tyler here? Tyler Durden. There he is. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Tyler, guide me, my friend. Guys, I would be absolutely lost without Tyler Durden on giveaway days. I'd be absolutely way lost on giveaway days without Tyler. Shout out to Chuck LeMaine said, hey, we got distracted by memberships and pattern talk, and we didn't finish the ADA. What's the next key level? Well, as Tyler lets me know about the giveaways, let's pull up ADA. Shout out to Chuck LeMaine. I love it. I love that we get distracted like that. But yeah, so for Cardano, I mean, we're at the key level here, value area low. We hold this, right? I would just be playing that range. Actually, looks a little pumpy. Just the candles look pumpy. Market cipher still looks chopped up, man. But yeah, I mean, right down to that value area low. This is your key level, right? Like you hold this value area low. I'd be looking for a move above that POC up into the value area high. After that, you're looking to break into your next value area. You just have stacked value areas here. So I would definitely use these for context in the longer term, Chuck. But if we got another bigger breakdown, yikes. Probably looking for I mean, you lose this high volume node, very likely that you come down to this shelf of volume getting closer to 41 cents. You also have this value area here. which would be your next range that I would personally look at, sitting between 39 cents and 36 cents. With a little bit of a concentration on the value area high POC, just because they're so close to each other. So, and you got that big old gap. So this would definitely be the next key level in my own personal opinion. Not financial advice. That's what I'd be looking at. I don't know if you're going to get that big breakdown, but if you did, just like we had this value area below, saying if we broke this range, use this range as your context, simply put, go from the high to the POC to the low. Got to bounce off the low. If we lose this, I would simply be looking for a quick move through this volume gap into our next range down here. So there you go, Chuck. That would definitely, in my opinion, be the next key level on Cardano. So there you go. Let me just see if we have any. Let me just see if we have any naked dailies here. Yeah, and you have a naked daily point of control in that zone as well, right? Like just perfectly lined up right there. So, yeah, for sure, if you do wind up losing this range decisively, I would definitely be looking at this daily naked point of 39 cents, right? Daily naked point of control, POC of this range, and value area high of this range. That's definitely going to be your next key level. So there you go. Shout out to Chuck LeMaine. Sorry, we got distracted there. But let's go ahead and get on to these giveaways. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Said, want some ADA? Come get some. Shout out to you, bro. Dropping that YouTube link for everybody. Click that link and leave a like and a comment on the videos if you guys want to join in on the giveaways, and then go back and watch the videos. Because like I said, I believe, let me double check. I do believe that... let me see. Bada boom, bada bing. I do believe that this is the video. Yeah. Win more trades with this secret tool. Best entries. This will show you how to stop getting stopped out of your trades and then have price just go in the direction you already thought it was going to go. This is the video that will help you make more money that we were talking about in the beginning of the stream. So let me go ahead and grab that link. Go ahead and, yeah, we'll grab that link. Pull up our giveaway picker. Okay, bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Okay, not this one. We don't want this one. Pickawinner.com. There we go. All right, so I will give you guys a few more minutes or a few more seconds to get your last minute entries into the giveaway. Let's see. Yo, let's go. Watch it or else. Shout out to Tyler Durden. He said it, not me. You don't want to piss off Tyler Durden, let me tell you. Shout out to Zach. Said, Frankie, give this guy some likes. Shout out to Zach. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I don't even know where we're at. But if we get 850, hopefully we're not at 850 because then I have to give away $100 in XRP. 520 likes. Run it up to 850 for $100 in free XRP on top of our crypto giveaways. And we got 30 seconds for you to click that link and like and comment. And then we will go ahead. Shout out to Maddie. The link is just above your chat. Tyler Durden just dropped it. And I will also pin it to the top of the chat. Whoops, I just clicked the link. That's not what I wanted. Let me go ahead and pin it. Replace the pinned message. There we go. So it is pinned at the top of the chat. And we got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And I do have to refresh the page to get the freshness. 3 seconds. 1 second. And here we go. Refresh the page. Bada boom. Come on. There we go. All right. Here we go. And shout out to Tyler. Let's see. Let me know. Are we doing, what is it? Is it, are we doing 10 bigger bags or 20 small bags? Just let me know. Guide me. Tyler is like my guide human. So I'm just like on the giveaways. I'm like, just like eyes closed, just trying to feel around. Like, do we give this away? What is this? What is this? Shout out to Tyler Durden. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Chat going ballistic today. Shout out to Tom Crown and Garrett Soloway for hopping in here. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I don't know if they're still in here, but I appreciate them anyway. 15 bags. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Here we go. Here we go. Shout out to UFC. Does anybody know that guy's name? We all know Bruce Buffer, but who's the guy that goes, here we go? He's like the announcer. Let me know if you guys know. Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, no, not anything goes. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to hang on, guys. Hang on. This video is playing. Copy. Paste. Pick a winner. No, hang on, guys. I got to redo this. We can't do anything goes. We have to, we got to take out the replies and stuff. Okay, so paste it. Fetch. Not include replies. Anything goes is fine. Okay, so here we go. Who's it going to be? 3, 2, 1, smash that like button. Shout out to Salty Biscuit. Let's see how high we can get before the end of the stream. Please keep it G-rated in chat. I know what that sounded like. Anyway, let's see. Let's go ahead and continue on. Winner number 1. We got 15 giveaways. Who's it going to be? Shout out to Nay, says LFG, or it's kind of like SEI. We always go, seep, but I say, nip. Shout out to you, bro. LFG, thank you for dropping that comment and leaving a like on the video. We're going to send you some free Cardano. We are literally paying you to watch our videos. So shout out to you, bro. Hit that free Discord. Go to the giveaway section and collect your prize. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you more than you probably think. Next winner, Zack Attack. Shout out to Zack Attack. Said, great insight. Asta pasta. Shout out to Zack Attack. Winner number 2 of the night. We're going to send you a little bag of Cardano. Hopefully you're an ADA lover and not an ADA hater, even though ADA hater sounds kind of cool. But shout out to Zack Attack. Go hit that free Discord. Go to the giveaway section and win your free prize. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching. Next winner, Superman socks. Let's go. Fire emoji. Let's get it. I don't have any fire in here, or otherwise I'd make fire. But shout out to Superman socks. I thought it said Superman sucks, and I was like, why? Wait, you just hate Superman? Come on, shout out to Clark Kent. Shout out to you, bro. Get into that free Discord. We're going to send you some free Cardano, and you could buy a ton of Superman socks with the Cardano. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you for being a part of the Candle Mafia and watching the content. Winner number 4, who is it going to be? Valerie, let's go. Shout out to Valerie. Are you in here right now? Please show yourself. Shout out to Catherine. What is going on, Catherine? Let's see. Valerie, if you're in the chat, you just won some free crypto. Cardano to be specific. Thank you, Frankie. Great info. Shout out to Valerie. Thank you for being here. You are winner number 4. I appreciate you for watching the content, leaving a like, and dropping a comment so much. We're going to send you that free Cardano. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Tyler, I am on the same page as you. Val is number 4. How many, maybe we should take bets. How long do you think before I lose track? Because I'm on track right now. I don't think I've ever not lost track. So shout out to Tyler Durden. The giveaways would literally fall apart without you. Oh God, K Diggity. Oh God, K Diggity said 8, 3 more, 10 plus. Oh God, 1 million. Oh God. All right. Well, I guess we lost count at that point. Shout out to you guys. Okay, here we go. Who's number 5? Who's it going to be? Hang on a second. Whoa, hang on a second. Whoa. Rob, the crypto snob. I'm not going to lie. I thought this was a scammer. I thought it was a Rob impersonator, but there's no way a scammer would know all this stuff. Money flow, bullish or bearish div? Frankie has, money flow, bullish or bearish div. Frankie has tons of knowledge to give. Blood diamonds and low volume gap, warning us of a potential bull trap. As if that still wasn't enough, he also gives away truckloads of stuff. Merchandise, crypto, and more. What else could a human be wishing for? Cooking TA with fresh tomatoes in the pot in the house of candles. The sauce is always hot. Shout out to the hashtag Candle Mafia. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. I'm going to give it to you. I don't know what our thing. Defabot. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Way to go, Rob. Deep Eddie Crypto said, way to go, Rob. Shameless plug. Shout out to K Diggity. But yeah, Rob, we're going to give it to you, bro. I don't know what the rule is. Tony, do we have a rule like no mods on the giveaways? But we're going to give it. Mods don't win. Okay. Mods don't win or mods don't take a spot, right? So Val was number 4. Rob was number 5. We could just pick another number 5. No mods on the giveaways. Okay, shout out to Tyler Durden. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. This is fire. I love that popped up. Shout out to Rob. Goated. Let's go. Rule number 1, Tyler is always right. Oh, God. Not a win for me. Shout out to Rod. Pick another 5. Okay, shout out to Rod the Crypto Snob. I appreciate you, bro. I like the little poem, though. I feel like that deserves some kind of a reward. That's a fire poem. Mrs. Candles is coming in for a random high 5. You coming in for another hand spank? Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Anyway, here we go, guys. Winner number, oh, God. This is how we lost track. Winner number 5? All right, winner number 5. Shout out to Khan. Drops a coffee emoji and a candle, I think. Shout out to you, bro. Grab an extra cup of coffee because we're going to send you some Ada. I don't know why you need coffee for Ada, but there you go. Maybe you'll wake it up and move it to the upside a little bit. Shout out to Khan. Thank you for watching and dropping a comment. I appreciate you. We're going to send you some free Cardano. Hit that free Discord. And next winner, shout out to Khan. Yo, shout out to Tony said we robbed the Crypto Snob. No way, bro. Yo, T-Petty goes hand spank. Okay, so here we are. Number 6, Block Brawler. Shout out to Block Brawler. That's a fire name. Says shout out to the Mafia. Shout out to Block Brawler. Shout out to your Cardano bag. We just stuff it a little bit fatter. Hit that free Discord. Get your free Cardano. And here we go. Next winner. We're going to have to start flying through these. I got Mrs. Candles breathing down my neck here. Oh, and she just left. Shout out to June Joe Crypto. Says bing bong. Shout out to June Joe Crypto. Go hit that free Discord. Go get your free Cardano. Hopefully you like it. I feel like Cardano's love or hate. But hopefully you like it. Next winner, shout out to Ada Crypto. Bing bong. Shout out to you. We're going to send you a bag of crypto. But you did spell Ada wrong. It's A-D-A, not A-T-A. But that's okay. We'll still send you the free Cardano or Ada. Thank you for watching the content. Smash that like button. Leave in the comment. Hit that free Discord. And we will get your crypto out to you. Ada is 8. Woo, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler. We're on the same page right now. Let's get it. Winner number 9. We're going to call him K. Shout out to K. Said, I'm very grateful for your efforts. Shout out to K. I appreciate you for your kind words. Except I'm going to pay you for your kind words. So shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Hit that free Discord. Get that free Cardano. Go to the giveaway section. Say, I recently clicked the button that said I claimed a prize. I just recently won. And then get your free crypto. I think that's how it works. I've never won a giveaway on this channel. I never win anything, unfortunately. But anyway, shout out to K. Is K in here? Shout out to K. Let's go. Shout out to the Biomex. Let's see. All right, next winner. Here we go. Winner number 10. Cam Adams says, smart money, kind of. I knew somebody was going to comment that. When I said that, I knew somebody was going to comment that because in the video I said it, and I was like, we're smart money. No, I said dumb money. Or I said, and we're smart money too, kind of, or something like that. But pretty funny. But anyway, I knew somebody was going to comment that. But shout out to Cam. I didn't know it was going to be you. We're going to send you some free Cardano, and you are winner number 10, potentially. Let's go. Shout out to Tyler, bro. We are rolling right now. Winner number 11, Crypto Carry. Shout out to Crypto Carry. Said, shout out nephew Candles. Shout out to my nephew and my new niece, who is not here yet. They're actually doing an ICO sometime soon. I guess a little less than 9 months. Anyway, shout out to Crypto Carry. Question is, what are you carrying? That is what I'd like to know. But shout out to Crypto Carry. Thank you for being here and leaving that nice comment. We are going to send you some free crypto. Hit that giveaway section. You know what to do. You've been here for long enough. You know what to do. Winner number 12. Myself says, one of the best videos ever. Shout out to myself. I'm not going to lie. The TG2JE kind of made me think it was a scammer. But clearly, you're not a scammer. So what we do with non-scammers here is we send them free Cardano, which sounds like a scam, but it's really not. We're actually going to send it to you. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here and leaving a nice comment. Hit that free giveaway section or that free Discord. Go to the giveaway section and claim your prize. 13. Oh, all right, Tyler. All right, I lost it. I thought they were 13. Unbelievable. I thought I was going to make it the whole day. I thought I was going to get it. I thought I was going to stay on track the whole stream. Shout out to Valorgi. Shout out to you, dropping a black heart. I appreciate you so much. You're winner number, oh, God, now I'm lost. Oh, God, Tyler just said myself. Oh, God, it's 12, 13. Shout out to Pennywise. Pennywise, I'm rooting for you. I think we have 2 more winners, I believe. Okay, Val is 13. Okay, all right, we're still on track here. Come on, Pennywise. Come on, Pennywise. Let's go. Pennywise, let's go. Yeah, Wick's wife, 589 said Salty Biscuit knows the BTC winner. Shout out to Salty Biscuit, won 0.02 Bitcoin, over $1,000 in Bitcoin the other day. Shout out to the Salty Biscuit. All right, let's go ahead and see. Skept says, cheers, Frankie. I'm trying to wrap my head around time frames and confluences, etc. Please do a new video on that. Trying to wrap my head on time frames and confluence. Literally taking notes. Shout out to Skep. Not related to Sketch. Time frames, confluence. Love it. They're on the list, baby. Shout out to Skept. I appreciate your input, bro, and the video ideas. Smash that like button. We're literally going to pay you for those video ideas. You kind of like work for Frankie Candles, I guess. That's kind of weird. Indirectly. But shout out to you. So here we go. Come on, Pennywise. Pennywise, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. We got one more chance. I'm rooting for you. Come on. Oh, Maxi. Maybe it's a Bitcoin Maxi, but I hope not. I hope you're a Cardano Maxi. Shout out to you. Said great content. We're going to send you some Cardano. And if you are a Bitcoin Maxi, you could just get rid of the Cardano, swap it out for some Bitcoin, and then you'll be happy. Or if you're a Cardano Maxi, just take it and add it to your bag. Shout out to Maxi. I appreciate you for leaving the comment, the kind comment. We're going to send you some Cardano. Hit that free Discord and claim your free prize. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for hanging out till the end. Like I said, guys, gonna let price action do its thing, work itself out over the weekend. Again, we had a very profitable week. I added, let me see here. I wound up, where is my cumulative? I wound up over the past week adding 16% to my overall scalp account, right? 16% on the entire account. So like sometimes you got to take what the market gives you. You don't want to get over cocky. You don't want to get overzealous. That's when the market decides to humble you. So we made out like bandits. Gonna let the price action kind of develop over the weekend. Reassess it. If something crazy happens, maybe I'll do an update or something like that. But we'll have to see what happens over the weekend. And hopefully we could get one more push down for a clearer signal to get into a long position. If not, and we make a break for those all-time highs and the liquidity above, my swing longs will pay me out. And either way, we'll be right back here on Monday. Same place, same time, right here. Shout out to everybody who hung out till the end. I appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for another amazing week of these live streams. Smash that like button on your way out. And with all that being said, we'll see you on Monday. Same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Frank Candles YouTube channel. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Look what's next for me, Joe. I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the is it? They should have had them two bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in my, yeah.
Shout out to Piano Matty B. As you guys know, well, someone is spamming the likes. Somebody is spamming those likes. Let's go. Shout out to Piano Matty B. As you guys know, I believe they're doing dueling pianos tonight. I think I'm going to redirect you to their channel as I kick you out of the live stream here. So if you pop up at Piano Matty B's YouTube channel somehow when I end this, I think that's how it works. Smash that subscribe button for him, and maybe I'll pop in a little bit later tonight and request a song. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing later. But anyway, I'll see you guys on Monday. Hasta pasta. Have a great weekend. Go touch some grass. Take some time off the charts. Go interact with humans. Sometimes I forget to do that. With all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know, yeah, maxed out, put the